Alright, so we're on location for day 3 of filming. We have our storyboards. We're working our way back into here to film some coverage of our Jedi for part of the film. We got our blind Jedi around here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where he is, but we're about to go start making some movie magic. So we'll check in with you guys again later. Okay, so we just filmed a good day of shooting. We got almost 3 pages of storyboards done, which is pretty good for our schedule. It's just getting a little bit dark out there. I don't know if you can see too well, but yeah, the moon's starting to come out. So hopefully that's the moon and not the Death Star coming to kill us. But here's our Jedi. Say hi to all the good people on YouTubes.
Hello, good people on YouTubes.
He is he's doing a great job with all the lightsaber fighting, and I turned him to the dark side on all the lightsaber twirls because originally we weren't going to do any of that. We were going to keep it very old school, but we thought it's just too much fun to twirl them around and everything. So we got some good stuff done. We're going to be filming potentially a little bit later on in the week because the weather's going to be nice, and then we're going to be filming again next weekend to get another big sequence done. So all in all, this has been a very productive day, and we can't wait to share this with you guys. So we will talk to you next time. Hey guys, it's a little too dark outside to do any more filming for the day, so I thought I would give you guys another quick update on what we're working on here. I'm starting to work on one of the planetary approach shots for the film, so let me get this camera flipped around and I'll show you guys what we're working on. Okay guys, so here is a kind of bootleg Comic-Con style preview of what I'm working on here. We got a standard Star Wars planetary approach shot. Eagle-eyed Star Wars fans will probably be able to recognize what planet this is. Comment below if you guys know. You can see we got some Star Destroyers here, and those are actually models. We're using all model spaceships for this film. So I don't have all the sound effects in yet, and I still have some of the special effects that I gotta add, like some of the engines on one of the ships and some blinking lights and all that kind of stuff. And this is just a temp music track. This isn't the music that's going to be in the actual film, but this is just to give you a general idea of what it's going to feel like. So but yeah, I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'll just go ahead and play this for you and let you guys see what we're working with here. Your eyes do not deceive you, that's a Lambda-class shuttle. And we've got someone else making their approach. Can't say who it is, but he may or may not wear a black cape and helmet. So, as you can see, his engine kind of stopped following along with the ship here. It just sort of floats there in space, but that's just because I haven't finished lining it up yet. And I've got to do all the little blinky lights on the wings for that shuttle and our first one that flew by. And again, both of these shuttles, the TIE Fighters, the Star Destroyers, they're all model spaceships. So we're going super old school on this, and it really excites us. We hope it excites you guys. But let me take you through the process of what I got to do for the engines right now. Okay, so I thought I'd give you guys just a little glimpse at what we're working on here for the fan film, so you could see just how much work is going into this. We filmed some green screen footage of our Lambda-class shuttle, as you can see here. This is the original source footage, and I brought it into my project. I've gotten rid of the green, and we're having a nice planetary approach like they have in all the Star Wars movies. But the problem is, as you can see with our model, we don't have any glowing engines. So if we left it that way, sure, it would be cool that it's flying towards a planet, but it wouldn't look quite finished. So what I'm doing is I am adding the engine flare to the shuttle. The only problem is I have to do it frame by frame so it lines up properly, and how I do that is I take the preset for a lightsaber effect that they have, and I've just gotten it to the right scale, and I have to move these two little dot markers right here until they line up with the engine, and I just have to keep doing that frame by frame, and eventually when we have all that done, it'll line up and it'll look like we have cool glowing engines on our ship. So we're going super old school with these effects here, so it'll have the vibe of an old classic Star Wars movie. Another thing I'm gonna have to track is all the blinking lights on the edges of the wings. The model doesn't light up because we had it in front of a green screen. Plus it's a smaller model, so it doesn't have any lights on it. But it looks great on camera. And this is actually the same process we use every time you see a lightsaber in the film or on Vader reviews. Anytime Lord Vader lights up that lightsaber, we have to go through and post and do this very, very time-consuming process to get the lightsaber blades on there, because we have to put this effect over each frame of the sword to make sure it lines up with what the actors are doing. So that's why you don't see the lightsaber very often on Vader reviews, but it is always fun to see it on the show. So here's another quick little peek at what we're working on here. We don't have any of the sound or music in yet, but we have the visual effects done of the lightsaber blades, and I'm very pleased with how they turned out. So right here we have a pretty cool shot of Darth Vader just meaning business right here. Our Jedi, this is my favorite shot of the whole thing so far. Just that lightsaber pass in front of the face. Let's watch that again real quick. This shot right here is also one of my personal favorites. Just the way the lightsabers reflect each other. This shot is just, it's a poster worthy shot, I feel like. It's pretty cool if I do say so myself. Our Jedi, interesting little tidbit here. His look is actually heavily inspired by the character of Janae from the Rurouni Kenshin series. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but that's where we got the inspiration for his look. And he's a Jedi who's out for revenge at this point, so he's not really being a very good Jedi at this point. And it gets him into a little bit of trouble, as you can see, because Vader means business. So it already looks pretty cool and intimidating as it is, and once we get the sound effects in there, I just love that saber swishing by. Once we get the music and sound effects in there, this scene is gonna be beast, because I still gotta finish doing some of the fight part, but it's looking great. So I hope you like this little sneak peek at what this is looking like. Let me back it up here one more time, especially this shot right here. I think it's looking pretty cool. So now don't get too excited, because since I'm getting lightsaber effects on this doesn't mean we're ready to release the film by any means. We still have a lot to film. We're fighting with nature at the moment because the seasons are changing over quicker than we anticipated they would. So it's going to take us a while to get the rest of this filmed, because the colder it gets, the more the leaves are dying off, so we may have to wait till spring to finish filming some of this film. But the good thing is we have other parts of it we can film indoors on green screen for some of the stuff with Yoda and the Emperor and some of the other cool special effects shots. But we're making great progress on the fight. We're gonna get some more of it done this coming weekend and the following weekend as well. But anyway, just a nice little tidbit of the film, and hope you guys like this freeze frame, because as a Star Wars fan, this is the kind of image that I like to see right here. And just symbolically too, it's like the blue guy, his lightsaber's pointing up towards the sky because he's good. Vader, his saber right down towards the ground because he's the bad guy. Just little visual cues like that, it makes for a pretty compelling and striking image that also has some layers of symbolism to it without being too heavy-handed, which is what the original Star Wars movies did so well, and what we're endeavoring to do with this film. So anyway, I hope you guys are as jazzed about this film as I am, and we can't wait to show this to you guys once we get it finished. I'm very happy with how this is turning out, and I only wish there was some way George Lucas could see it and know how much he's inspired us. But maybe if it blows up big on YouTube, maybe someday you'll be able to see it. So you never know. But as long as you guys enjoy it, that's the main thing. So we're gonna get back to work on it, and I got some special effects I gotta get done on some of the spaceships and all that kind of jazz. So I better get back to work. So I'll talk to you guys later.